Tyler and Chong are Air Force officers stationed at B-16 when Colonel Tam arrives from headquarters. She is sharp, efficient, and carries with her a solution developed by Dr. Chan, a gene bullet, a yellow chemical agent capable of halting Pandora's expansion while preserving its air-purifying properties. The catch is timing. Weather models show two incoming storms. The first is manageable, light rainfall spread across 2 kilometers. The second is catastrophic, over 150 millimeters of rain, enough to flood all of B-16 and endanger 5.6 million people. If Pandora absorbs that much moisture before the gene bullet is administered, it will grow beyond any possibility of containment. Tam lays it out plainly. They have a narrow window between the 2 storms to locate Pandora's pistol, the plant's central core, and deliver the gene bullet. If they fail, Plan B goes into effect. Air bombers destroy Pandora entirely. Plan B works, but at a cost of roughly 160,000 lives. Sean does not believe Plan A will succeed and says so. Tam hears him, acknowledges the risk, and gives the order anyway. The mission falls to Tyler and his team, joined by 2 soldiers, Connor and Lincoln. 3 planes and 2 Orca aircraft are scrambled. Connor's girlfriend, Lucy, is among the ground crew tracking the planes from the control room. The aircraft move in tight formation as the first storm rolls in. Pandora responds to the moisture almost immediately. Sensors in the control room light up as the plant surges with biological activity. Tam orders the 3 aircraft to approach the target and release the CA bombs, each step tracked and relayed in real time. When Pandora begins absorbing the compounds, it releases a trail of gas, a signal leading straight to the pistol. Tyler's team follows it down. Then Pandora fights back. Massive vine-like tentacles tear through the air with terrifying precision. And within seconds, both of Tyler's wingmen are gone. His own aircraft takes a hit. Right engine ablaze, fuel tank ruptured. Lucy's voice crackles over the radio, confirming what Tyler already knows: the plane is going down. Lincoln and Connor, still aboard, pour fire into the tentacles closing around the fuselage. By a margin that defies probability, Tyler pulls the aircraft back under control and keeps following the gas signal until the scanner finally locks onto the pistol's location. The Orca releases its robots. The mission's next phase begins. What nobody knows yet is that the signal is about to go silent. Back at the command center, Lee, the commander-in-chief of B-16 and the architect of Project Skynet, is watching the operation from his terminal, and he is sabotaging it. He intercepts the robot control signals from the Orca, seizing command of the units the team just deployed. Tyler's plane, mortally wounded, crashes into the ruins below. Tyler survives the crash and finds Lincoln badly injured. Connor is still mobile. The 3 of them push into an abandoned hospital, searching for medical supplies and shelter from the worsening environment outside. The blood draws something out of the shadows. Creatures, large, angular, resembling enormous praying mantises, begin pouring through the corridors. They move fast and strike without warning. Tyler fights them off room by room, and in the chaos he finds a small girl hiding alone, Pansy, an orphan child who has somehow survived in this ruin on her own. Lincoln is not so lucky. One of the creatures catches him before anyone can intervene, and he is killed. Connor barely escapes by sealing himself in the morgue. Help arrives in the form of Chong, who comes in an armored vehicle driven by his old squad mate Skunk. Chong is wearing one of the robot suits and moves through the hospital like a one-man armored unit, cutting down the creatures with a hatchet. Tyler gets Connor out. Together, the survivors move toward the wreckage of the crashed Orca. Back at the control room, Lee is pushing Tam hard to trigger Plan B. But Connor managed to transmit the pistol scan data before everything went wrong, and Tam, seeing it on her screen, holds firm. The mission is still viable. Tyler suits up in one of the robot suits from the crash site as Lucy quietly instructs Connor to locate the robot unit that hijacked their mission signal. Its brain will hold the evidence they need. The 3 of them enter the collapsed structure together, but Connor slips away to follow the lead. He finds it. He finds the proof. Chong, meanwhile, locates the gene capsule, but it is strapped to a truck dangling precariously over a massive drop directly above Connor's position. With no good options, Chong uses the suit's enhanced mobility to leap across the rubble, closing in on the capsule. The building groans and shifts beneath him. He nearly falls, and it is Tyler who catches him, reaching out at the last possible second and pulling him back. Chong spots a red hose nearby and improvises. He throws it to Tyler, who grabs it and uses it to secure himself as they retrieve the capsule. The building gives way behind them as all three sprint for the exit, fighting through another wave of creatures before breaking into the open air. Connor presents his evidence. The recording is clear. Lee deliberately intercepted the robot signals and crippled the operation to protect his Skynet project. A successful gene bullet deployment would render Skynet unnecessary, and Lee could not allow that, regardless of what cost him lives. They contact Lee directly. He is unapologetic. He tells them that if they want to stop him, they will have to go through the military robots he controls, and cuts the signal. 3 tank-like machines and a squad of humanoid combat robots are dispatched to intercept the team as they race toward the pistol's location. The first machine, Enigma, opens fire immediately, its mounted gun tracking the armored truck as Skunk pushes the vehicle to its limits. It launches a missile. Skunk counters with the truck's own rockets, destroying it mid-air. Inside the truck, Tyler, Connor, and Chong engage the humanoid robots that have forced their way aboard. A bomb lands in the front seat. Pansy, following Skunk's barked instruction, grabs it and throws it out the window before it detonates. Enigma catches up. It seizes the rear of the truck and holds on, killing their momentum. Chong makes a decision. He jumps from the vehicle onto Enigma's chassis and wrenches the machine gun arm toward the robot's own body. The arm is destroyed. Chong and the machine fall together, but Skunk doesn't stop. He keeps driving. The second robot, Tamira, intercepts them at the bridge. Tyler attacks it directly, dodging its fire and destroying its satellite dish, which restores their link to the command center. Lucy feeds Tam the data she's collected. Tam confronts Lee in his office. He ignores her. Certain plan B will proceed. Connor reaches the pistol's location and arms the deployment device. Then a humanoid robot puts a bullet through his leg. Chong pulls the attacker off him. Tamira rises again and launches a missile directly at Connor and Pansy's position. Tyler, believing the worst, tears through Tamira with a fury that ends the machine permanently. Skunk destroys the last unit with a well-placed bomb. Then, from the smoke, Chong, Connor, Pansy, all alive. Over the radio, Tam hears Chong announce he's entering the pistol chamber. She cancels Plan B. The second storm has already begun. Inside the pistol chamber, Pandora is surging, rain feeding it faster than the models predicted. The creatures are converging on Chang's position. He doesn't run. He opens the gene capsule and allows Pandora to draw it in. The chemical spreads through the plant system within seconds. The growth stops. The creatures collapse. The air around B-16, for the first time in years, begins to clear. The mission is a success. The control room erupts. People across B-16 look up at skies they had forgotten could exist. Lee, watching his Skynet project become irrelevant in real time, takes his own life. A week later, Pandora stands harmless and still in B-16, slowly doing what it was always capable of doing, cleaning the air one breath at a time. Chong and Skunk work on the armored truck, patching it back together with the easy comfort of men who have survived something together. And Tyler goes to the moon, a promise made to Pansy or to a daughter or to whoever needed him to make it. A wish carried upward into the silence, away from the ruined and slowly healing world below.